أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to another informative and inspiring session. I'm your host Fakra Tehreem, and today we are going to discuss a very common challenge that affects students, professionals and people from all walks of life: overcoming procrastination. We all have important tasks, goals, but sometimes we keep delaying them, telling ourselves, I will do it later. Unfortunately, repeated delays can affect our productivity, confidence, studies, careers, and personal growth. So, how can we understand the real causes of procrastination? What practical strategies can help us take action? And how can we develop a disciplined mindset? To explore these questions, we have ChatGPT with us today. Welcome to the program, ChatGPT. It's a pleasure to have you with
For
us.
inviting me. You're very welcome, Fahma Tareem. And procrastination isn't just laziness. It's often tied to fear or feeling overwhelmed. So, what usually works is breaking tasks into small, doable steps, committing to just 5 minutes at first, and setting daily priorities. Also, turn off distractions like phone notifications and reward yourself for even small wins. Well, little by little, discipline becomes easier than waiting for motivation.
Okay, so what are the most common physiological and practical reasons why people delay important tasks?
Checking. That's a great question. Commonly, psychological reasons include fear of failure, perfectionism, feeling overwhelmed, or low confidence. Practical causes can be unclear goals, poor time management, excessive distractions, or simply poor planning. And once you fall into that habit, it can quietly reinforce itself. But here's the good part: habits can be rebuilt. Small, consistent actions can make a big difference over time.
Okay, so how does procrastination affect productivity, time management, academic
Mhm.
performance, and professional growth?
Checking. It's important. It really can take a toll. Productivity suffers from rushed work and missed deadlines. Academically, grades and confidence can drop. And professionally, it can slow promotions or damage trust with your teammates. But with simple daily structure, those effects can be reversed. Even starting for just 5 minutes helps you build momentum. Small steps, steady rhythm. That's how progress sneaks back in.
So, how can fear of failure, criticism, or making mistakes contribute to procrastination?
Checking. Fear of failure or criticism is actually one of the biggest drivers of procrastination. If people worry too much about not being good enough, they delay starting at all. It's easier than facing that uncomfortable feeling. And perfectionism makes it worse. The good news: you can train yourself to focus on progress, not perfection. Break tasks into steps, treat mistakes like learning, and set realistic expectations. Ultimately, success comes from action, not avoiding mistakes, but moving forward anyway, bit by bit.
So, why do perfectionism and unrealistic expectations sometimes cause people to postpone starting a task?
Checking. That's a good one. Perfectionism tricks you into thinking you must do everything flawlessly from the start. That pressure makes starting feel scary, so tasks get postponed. Instead of aiming for perfect, aim for progress, first drafts, small steps. Realistic goals build confidence and keep you moving.
Many people wait until they feel motivated before starting. So, is motivation necessary
Hmm,
for taking action, or can discipline be more important?
good one. Checking. It's an important one. Motivation helps, but discipline is stronger because it keeps you moving even when motivation dips. Think of motivation as the spark and discipline as the engine. If you only work when you feel like it, progress will be shaky. But if you build routines like studying 1 hour every evening, that consistency builds momentum. So discipline carries you further than motivation alone.
So, how can breaking a large or difficult task into smaller, manageable steps help someone overcome procrastination?
Checking. That's a great question. Breaking big tasks into smaller steps reduces that overwhelm feeling. And each small win builds confidence. Instead of thinking, I have to finish all this today, you just focus on the next small action, like choose a topic or draft one paragraph. That approach lowers stress and makes it easier to keep moving. Small steps add up faster than you think.
Which time management techniques, such as prioritization, scheduling, or the Pomodoro technique, can be effective in reducing procrastination?
Checking. Excellent question. Prioritization helps you handle the most important task first. Scheduling puts specific times on tasks so they don't stay vague. And the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes focused work plus short breaks, keeps your energy steady and reduces fatigue. Pick one method to start. Try it consistently and adjust to what fits your rhythm. Little tweaks, big impact.
So, how do smartphones, social media, entertainment, and constant notifications contribute to procrastination? And what can people do to control these distractions?
Checking. That's a really relevant question. Smartphones and social media are massive distraction sources. Notifications fracture your focus, and short bursts of entertainment train your brain to seek instant rewards over deep focus, making procrastination easier. But you can set boundaries. Silence non essential notifications, keep your phone out of reach while working, set specific times for checking social media, and use techniques like Pomodoro to protect focus time. Some people use app blockers or create a dedicated workspace. The point isn't to remove tech, but to use it intentionally. Focus is like a muscle. Train it and it gets stronger.
So, what do you think how can developing daily habits and routine help people become more consistent and reduce the tendency to postpone important work?
Checking. That's a great question. Good habits turn actions into automatic behaviors. So you don't have to fight the should I question every day. For example, If you start work at the same time daily, your brain expects it and resists less. Little rituals like planning tomorrow's tasks each evening remove decision fatigue. Over time, routines make consistency natural, not something you have to will yourself into. Motivation may start things, but habits keep them going.
Okay, finally, what are your top three pieces of advice for anyone who wants to overcome procrastination and become more productive, disciplined, and goal oriented?
Checking. Good final question. First, start before you're ready. Just commit 5 minutes. Second, focus on progress, not perfection. And finally, build consistent routines and protect your time. Procrastination isn't who you are, it's just a habit, and habits can change. Thank you, Fahra Tarim, for inviting me into this inspiring discussion.
Thank you so much, ChatGPT, for sharing such a practical and valuable insights. Thank you so much. So, viewers, today's discussion remind us that procrastination is not simply about being lazy. It can be connected to fear, perfectionism, distraction, unclear goals, overwhelming tasks, or difficulty getting started. The important thing is not to wait for the perfect moment. Start with one small step, focus on what you can control, and build consistency one day at a time. Remember, don't wait for motivation to begin. Begin, and motivation often follows. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another informative session. I'm your host, Fakhra Tehreem. If you found this interview useful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow my channel for more educational and inspiring conversation. Keep learning, keep improving, and most importantly, stop waiting and start taking actions. Allah Hafiz.